biggest sport in St. Genevieve is?
Football.
I think our biggest sport is football here.
Probably the biggest sport as far as guys go would probably be football.
They identify a lot with football.
It's basically a football town.
As the superintendent always said, you could have a football game in the middle of winter with 6 feet of snow and the town would show up, and they would.
It's especially football for both schools, St. Genevieve Public and Valley Catholic. Rich tradition in football. They're in the playoffs just about every single year. One of the schools are. Every so often, and there for a while throughout the early 90s, they both were in the playoffs quite a bit. And both schools have won a state championship in football. Valley has the second most in the state with 9 football championships. That's behind Jefferson City Public.
But I think that there are a lot of people that really focus on football because it has been successful, and the kids gravitate more toward those.
Well, there's not a whole lot to do here, so that's pretty much the Friday night special is to go to the football game.
Very, very friendly rivalry no matter what sport. Probably the biggest event is the annual football game. Seems like everybody in town attends this thing.
I call it the Bragging Rights Series or the Old Settlement Series, kind of a copy of Mizzou, Kansas. It is a fun rivalry, but neither team wants to be the one to lose to the other, you know what I mean?
When I was in school, it was definitely a big deal. We didn't wear blue if you went to St. Gen or vice versa. And now it's not quite so bad, but you still have the older people who are very, as we call them, blue bleeders or green bleeders, who back that school, but you don't see it so much anymore.
The rivalry is pretty fun. Like the town's packed and the colors are showing. Green for St. Gen, Public, Valley Blue, so it's pretty awesome. Can't find a parking spot.
I know a lot of towns, small towns, can't have this because of the animosity involved. People can't let it on the field, but here in St. Genevieve, we've got a very good friendly rivalry. Yeah, the town fans really support things. Football Friday nights, our bleachers are always full, both home and away. I really think all of our sports are well attended by fans. It gives a lot of community pride, so to speak.
All the sports keep the kids from drinking because there's rules and guidelines by it, and then it gives a lot of role models for the little kids, and it gives the town people something to do on Friday nights and stuff like that, something to come watch.
I think it helps the athletes because everyone knows each other and you support each other.
Here we are at the Ink Spot, where for 15 years, many of the avid high school sports fans have been coming to get their favorite team's merchandise.
I've been here 15 years. That's my biggest customer is doing the high schools.
You like pretty popular and get a lot of business?
Yes, I do most of the screen printing for the schools and their embroidery work, so quite a bit. So they'll come in, and especially on the homecomings, that's real big. We usually can't print fast enough. My St. John shirts and my Valley shirts are the big items. Every year we come out with a new design.
Well, it's a real team effort, and these guys all become team players, and that's something that you don't get in other fields quite as well. That spirit of camaraderie and working together as a team, and sports are real important in this town. It's like if there's a sport going on, you're gonna see a lot of parents here, a lot of participation. It's what keeps this town going, and it keeps it young.
This sports is well, that's all we have pretty much for the kids, sports. So it's we have a lot of fans for that reason. And it's just something that has been here for years and years and years. Sports is all that's what is the heart of the community, really.
You can call it that 6th man on the basketball court, or the 12th man on the football field, wherever it's, the kids really feel like people care about what they're doing. So, anytime you've got that large amount of support, it helps.
It's community there would be no community because sports is just so important to everyone here.